It's about 5 a.m. Cambodian time. I'd like to work out first thing in the morning, but since we don't have a gym where we're staying at in Cambodia, I'm just going to do some burpees. I am going to train some Kun Khmer later, which is Cambodian Muay Thai, I guess. But for now, I'm just going to try to get like 100 burpees for my morning workout while my kids and wife are still asleep. And then I'm going to try to get a little bit of work done, maybe go get some coffee.
I'm going to spare you the B-roll of me taking a leak, but I did want to show you guys the Southeast Asian bidet, which they call the bum gun. And I guess it's because Brits call their asses their bums. And my kids just think that this is hilarious. Also, another thing, in our Airbnb, the bathroom and shower is all one big open area. I guess they call it a wet room. And they have like the toilet over there and the shower over here. It is a little different than what I'm used to, but I gotta admit that I kind of like it. You can go from the toilet to the shower or the shower to the toilet without having to worry about getting things wet, and you can like handle all your business in one spot. Everything just drains into one big drain. There's also a drain by the toilet, and it's kind of nice. Honestly, I think I could get used to this. Also, this wouldn't be a day in the life video if I didn't record myself brushing my teeth. So here we go. Feels great. All right, let's go knock out some burpees.
Shut up and go do some burpees. And that's exactly what I did.
Burpees are one of those exercises that don't look that hard until you actually try to do them. They're no joke. I started doing them because I went down a TikTok rabbit hole once of all these prison workouts and calisthenic workouts. And there's some very elaborate burpee artists out there that do all kinds of crazy moves. And some of those workouts are insane, but just the classic old squat, push up, jump, burpee is enough for me to get a good workout in. Trying to get 100 of them is a good goal. I was doing these fairly frequently, and I had started just doing 20 at a time, working my way to 100. And now instead of doing 5 sets of 20, I do 4 sets of 25, and I've been able to build up a little bit more strength and endurance while I do them. But they're still hard as hell. They make you break a sweat, and you get a nice little pump in. And you don't need a whole lot of room to do them, so they're great for when you're on the road.
In my Jocko voice. The aftermath. Just so you guys know, I'm not faking the funk. That's my heart rate, calories.
And that's about as long as that took me. Oh, I gotta take a shower. It's funny because I put the shirt on because I'm kind of self-conscious about my man boobs and my gut jiggling around doing burpees. And it's so damn hot here and it's so humid. I should have just done it shirtless. But then you guys would have seen my nips. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna take a shower now. I'm not gonna go in there with a GoPro. That's too much, but I'll be right back.
All right, I lied and I took the GoPro into the shower. Don't worry, I'll make sure to keep this PG-13. I honestly don't know how else to make these videos interesting. I've always made fun of day in the life videos because I think they're kind of silly, but I know a lot of people have wanted to see this. And now that my life is a little bit more interesting and people have asked for this kind of video, I figured it was worth testing the waters to vlog one of my first days in Cambodia, trying to be a full-time content creator and indie hacker. I have been doing a lot of coding lately, and I haven't been doing a lot of video editing and not a lot of recording just because of the traveling, and a lot of what we've been doing is kind of hard to record and get footage of everything. We were staying with my sister-in-law in Vegas for the last month, and we were at my father-in-law's house before that, and we were driving and we went on a cruise and we did a whole bunch of different stuff, and it's just been super busy, and I've really been waiting to get to Asia to start uploading and talking about what's going on and all that stuff. So that's made me like fall behind a bit on YouTube. Crazy, because I had a video that was doing really well recently. It's like the biggest spike I've ever had on a video. In a 48-hour period, it was up to like 260, which was nuts. So that's kind of carried me a little bit for this month. It's funny because I'm trying to think of different ways to make money outside of YouTube, and that's why I've been working on a few like coding projects of my own. It's been a lot of work, a lot of learning, which I talked about in another video. I started off doing it in Next.js, which after it was all said and done and I got it like MVP'd, it felt like it wasn't the right tool for the job, which led me into learning Laravel. And I've been working in Laravel now for about a couple weeks, and I've been rewriting that project into Laravel. Funny, I told myself I wouldn't do something like that, but a lot of the features that come out of the box with Laravel, especially with their WebSockets thing that just came out for the new version, are things that I'm going to use. And it just seems smarter to move it over now because I started to see some of the pain points that I was having with Next.js and how that might not be the best way to go long term on that project. Sorry, I'm going off on a coding tangent. Most of you followed me for my coding content, but now my content's become a mixed bag, and I plan on doing a little bit more vlog style stuff like this because I do want to talk about what I'm doing. I also want to pull away from YouTube as far as like having to depend on it for money, but it's this strange conundrum that I'm stuck in because since it's my biggest source of income, I kind of have to upload more in order to continue to afford what we're doing. By doing that, it's going to make me lean into YouTube when I actually want to lean away from it. And I know how YouTube works, and I know I've done it for long enough that if I pump out more videos, eventually something's going to catch and get me more traction, and then I'm going to kind of be stuck on that YouTube hamster wheel longer than I want to be. But it is what it is. It's what I have to do for now, and I'm okay with that. But I do want to move into more like indie hacking stuff, and that's what I'm going to try to focus on in a lot of my free time. So I figured that I'll start doing like some day in life videos with this, maybe talking about like what we're doing and my plans. And my wife started a TikTok channel for our travels, and I'm going to be kind of uploading there with her. She's just been kind of vlogging a little bit about what she's doing, and she's doing a great job on it. So I don't want to like take her thunder and steal her glory because she's crushing it over there, but we are going to make it more of like a family travel channel. I want to leave our kids out of it as much as possible just because we're not trying to become a family vlog. But we do want to talk about what we're doing because we're in a unique situation, and a lot of people kind of dream about doing something like this, and we're really giving it a real try. It's scary, it's intimidating, it's very unknown for us what the next thing might bring, and a lot of our like fears and uncertainty and doubt are FUD about coming out here the first time. We realized that we were being foolish and scared Americans because we just didn't know how the culture was. We thought it was going to be dangerous, and we thought it was going to be putting our kids at risk. And it's actually been awesome, and the people are lovely. We're having a good time, and the kids are loving it. We're loving it. But it's only been a couple days. We're super jet lagged still. I kind of got my schedule back in order, luckily, with a lot of melatonin and a restless night the night before. But my wife was kind of tossing and turning, and my kids seem to be getting back on a normal schedule. This is our third day here now, or our second and a half day. I don't know. We lost a day in the flight. It was a super long 17.5-hour flight from LAX to Singapore. And then from Singapore to here was a couple more hours. It's been an adventure, and we're just barely getting acclimated. And I finally feel like I have a little bit of time to record and do a little bit of work. And I'm going to try to do that right now because it's about 6:30 and I got my little burpee workout in. I got to shower. I had a cup of coffee. We've got some peace and quiet here in this beautiful backyard with this lovely pool and all these kitty cats running around. And I'm sure that my wife and kids are going to be up any minute now. So my peace and quiet is not going to last much longer. I know we have a barbecue with some of the world schoolers, which we're going to do in a bit. And at 10 o'clock, I'm going to go check out one of these Kumkamor Muay Thai classes, just trying to live the dream, right? So my wife and I were able to get a good amount of work done. She's been doing a lot of the planning and organizing for getting us to this World School event, and she's got to make sure that she makes all the reservations that she needs to for that. I was able to edit quite a bit of B-roll that I had as well. The kids were playing with the cats out here, and they had a good time. And now we're gonna go check out the fight gym, Ground Zero. Let's get going here. I'm gonna have to order a tuk-tuk on Grab here in a sec. It's been super easy getting around in Cambodia. They got an app called Grab where you can just order rickshaws and tuk-tuks. It's super cheap too. The gym that I found is kind of on the other side of town, and it's only been like $2 to get there. Really not bad at all. Also, the gym that I found has very reasonable drop-in fees, which is always nice. And they also do deals for a week and a month, and the owner was nice enough to cut me a deal to do for 2 weeks since I wasn't going to be there for a full month, but I was going to be there longer than a week. Super nice guys over there, and the training was really solid as well, and the food was really good too. I think the prices were super reasonable considering how good the quality of the food and the smoothies and the avocado toast was. You know, you're paying between $2 to $4 for something to eat or something to drink there, and it's fresh made on the spot, fresh ice cold coconuts that were awesome to rehydrate after training. And the smoothie bowls were delicious, and I really enjoyed the one that I had. Just got back from training Kun Khmer. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know I'm butchering it. They told me how to say it, and I still messed it up. But That was pretty good. It was honestly pretty intense. Very much like Muay Thai. I'm not much of a striker, but it was good. I probably lost like 2 pounds of sweat. No lie. It's really, really, really humid and hot here. It's very much like Miami. I was used to that when I was growing up, but it's been a long time since I lived in that kind of climate. So this is definitely a bit of a change for me. Kids want to get in the pool, which I'm looking forward to doing because it is like 95 right now and like 90% humidity. And yeah, just this is a day in the life of whatever the hell I'm doing. Kids just love playing with the cats in this Airbnb that we have here. I'm telling you, I'm gonna end up with a pet cat at the end of this. All right, let's go for a dip. It's crazy that we got this place for $600 for the whole month. A little over $600, so it was like $620 or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty dope. Show me your cannonball, buddy. Do it. Whoa, that's a big splash for a little guy. My wife and I are still having a hard time getting over how affordable everything is here. And it's not just in Cambodia. Other places we're staying at are very cheap and affordable as well. Our next stop in Da Nang, Vietnam is going to be on the beach, and it's about $25 a night. When we were driving down to Vegas, we stayed at a La Quinta Inn for one night, and it was almost $200. Now that's 2 weeks staying near the beach or in the center of town in a beautiful place like this.
The kids wanted me to hang out with them while they played with the cats outside, which was fine because I could get a little work done. But there was a huge pile of cat poop right outside our door, and I couldn't deal with that. That was just too stinky. So I'm gonna come over to where we have coffee at and try to get a little work done. We got some pool time in. We have a barbecue to get to after, and really just trying to squeeze in a little bit of work here and there.
Finding time to work was one of the biggest challenges I had when we went to Europe, and I'm really trying to figure out the balance with that now. I wake up earlier than the rest of my family and I get some work done then, and then I try to find pockets of time throughout the day to squeeze in a little work here and there. It's always harder when we first get to a location because we want to go see a lot of the sites and we're getting adjusted to where we're at in our new spot. But then once we get in a bit of a groove, then I kind of know our schedule and the things that we're doing. That's why I find staying in one place for too short of a time more difficult to get work done, because by the time I'm getting adjusted, it's time for us to go. So we're going to try to stay in places longer in order for me to be able to work and also do all the activities and things that we have planned. So I am trying to get a little bit of work done, but my kids wanted to hang out. My daughter's doing a little bit of journaling and trying to work on some stuff, and she needed a little bit of help with that, which was fine. And my son really, really wanted to play with the cats. So, you know, I'm always going to put my stuff on hold and do what they need first. I did kind of send them off because I was like, hey, Dad needs 5 minutes so he can record. It is so hot and muggy here. I feel like I have to keep repeating it because I'm literally sitting still, not moving, and I'm just sweating right now, which is kind of gross. But you know, living in Vegas, it was so dry, you need to like lotion up as soon as you get out of the shower because your skin is just going to get all the moisture sucked out of it. And being in Miami, you need to like use talcum powder and baby powder as soon as you get out of the shower because it's so humid that you're going to be sweating and have swamp ass as soon as you get out. And it's very similar here, so I thought that was funny. Did a lot of stuff today, you know, had a very active morning, got some work done. Me and my wife crushed it, and now I'm just getting more work done. Just get it where I can, fit it in where I can, because we are going to be doing a lot of world schooling stuff this week, and there's a big itinerary, and we're going to be attending a lot of the stuff that they're offering to do. We're going to get blessed by a monk, and we're going to go to Angkor Wat, which is a big temple here. And we're maybe going to go to like the Tomb Raider temple, but we'll do that on our own. Really just trying to soak it all in and do everything that we can while we're here. And it's hard to find that balance for me where I'm trying to get work done, but still be a part of all of those things as well. Plus the app that I'm building is really tailored to the people that are doing this stuff, and being able to talk with people that are actually traveling and would be using my app is going to be very good for me in a lot of ways, because I can, you know, tell them about it, maybe get some of my first users that way, and then get some feedback to see what are some of the things that they struggle with and some of the things that they would like to see in an app like the one I'm building. And it's kind of a win-win because I get to be present and around with my kids and doing all these activities and seeing all these things and networking with traveling families, as well as being able to kind of pitch my app idea to people that would potentially be users and maybe get some of my first actual real users once I start telling them how awesome it is and letting them know that I'm going to be actively adding features and making it better, because I think that's something that you really want to do when you start building something, and getting a good idea of what your users want is really important. Again, like, this vlogging thing is not something I'm used to doing. I was watching videos trying to figure out how to vlog and seeing if I can do that. I'm going to feel it out. I'm going to do it my way and try to make the best of it. There might be a mix of vlogging and just kind of, I don't know. I really have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to try my best. So if you guys could actually drop some comments down below and tell me what you'd want to see. The stuff my wife and I are doing on TikTok is definitely more like travel vlogging, but they're TikTok, so they're short, and we're going to be uploading them on YouTube to the channel that we created for that. But I'm not really sure what I'm doing on this channel, and I would really love to hear what people who watch my content would want to see from me now that I'm traveling. I'm trying to do the indie hacking stuff, and I'm not really working as a programmer, but I'm still going to try to use my skills to build businesses and make content and all that stuff. I feel like I am so sweaty. Like, I am glossy. I can see it. Look at that. It's like I'm working out. It's crazy. I'm going to need some electrolytes. Definitely going to need some electrolytes.
What are electrolytes? Do you even know?
So my wife's super prepared. I came in here and my son handed me some electrolytes.
It's got electrolytes.
And she had them. She brought them with us because she was worried that we would get diarrhea or something like that. But it says that it's for diarrhea, vomiting, chronic illness, or excessive sweating. And as you can tell from a second ago, I was sweating profusely, probably losing a lot of electrolytes. So I'm gonna put this in my drink, enjoy this, finish getting some work done, and then we're gonna head out and then go to this barbecue. But yeah, just wanted to check in. I feel so much better now that I'm not sweating my ass off. After replenishing my depleted electrolytes and cooling down in the air conditioning for a bit, we ordered a tuk-tuk off a Grab and headed to the barbecue. The barbecue was really cool. The host was super welcoming. The food was great. It was only the World Schooling families that had gotten here early since it's not officially kicked off. But it was nice to meet some of the new families and catch up with some of the families that we had met in London when we did that event there. After the kids played for a while and we socialized with those families, we decided it was time to head home. I wanted to get some more work done, but I was just too tired because I had woke up so early and we had a very long day filled with all kinds of stuff, as you can see from the video. I'll try to make more videos like this as we continue to travel and visit more places. I'll keep everyone in the loop with updates on what I'm doing and how life is going. With all that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.